Hi everybody, this is Trees. Hope everybody's having a great day today. For this video, I feel like in my heart, I decided to tell you why I ended up having a crush on, why Steve Harrington is my fictional crush, just like a lot of people. And for this video, here's my ensemble of this video. Here's my replica Scoops Ahoy hat. This is my replica Steve Harrington Scoops Ahoy t-shirt. T-shirt. Had I went to the movie theater, last night, or yesterday afternoon rather, to watch the series finale of Stranger Things, I would have worn this thermal long black t-shirt. I can't find my white one. And then I would have worn this one as a dress. I don't have white knee socks. Unfortunately, if anything, at least I do have like these navy blue sneakers. But maybe I would have worn, be a little sexy. I would wear um like um like like neutral flesh colored nylons and to keep my legs warm, and then some pair of these cute red wedge heels, to be a little sexy, feminine, and stuff like that, as if I stole, I I snatched Steve's. I raided Steve's closet, and keep in mind I'm 4'10". I was told that actor Joe Keery is 5'11". So, having said that, make it seem like as if I'm wearing this. I took his work top, and it's on me. It's a mini dress kind of thing. So that's the look I was gonna go for, but never mind. um, Instead, I watched it here at home. Um, Anyways, the reason why I ended up, like loving Steve like a lot of people is because back in as of October of this year, it'll be 3 years since I went to my first Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios Hollywood, and at the time it was the Stranger Things 4 house at the time. So before going to the event, I was watching other people. I know I shouldn't have done that, but at the time I was looking around other people's viewpoint of Halloween Horror Nights that year, especially the Stranger Things one, and and I watched people who get scared by Steve Harrington in the maze, and I look at him and I'm all like, I hope that I end up getting scared by him. Okay, so I finally go to Halloween Horror Nights. First maze I go to, Stranger Things 4. Okay, with my sister and my friend. So here I am walking around the maze and all that stuff. Get scared by some creepy zombie looking old lady, and Brenner, and who else who scared me? Moving him. So there's a scene where Vecna, it's in the upside down hallway. Vecna's out of the curtain, and then I'm all like yelling at Vecna, you killed Chrissy, you bastard. And then a second after I yelled at Vecna in his face, I screamed because I thought Vecna scared me. I heard that, that sound when somebody scares you, like kind of like a sound. I thought Vecna was the one who scared me. That's why I screamed and I said the S word. And then by the time I finished walking through the maze, there's these two young ladies in front of me, kind of giggling, and they looked at me and said, "It's Steve. He was the one who scared me, not Vecta." So ever since I found out about that, I was so happy. The problem is, I did not see Steve. I wonder why. So my sister was behind me, and behind my sister was a friend of ours. And so I asked my friend, so if Steve scared me, where was where was he standing? You know, where was he when he scared me? And so my friend said, "Oh, he was behind you." Oh, okay. So it was a bummer that I wasn't able to see Steve in the maze. It was a bummer, but having said that, it was a highlight of my first time in Halloween Horror Nights. And then yeah, here we are as of still yesterday, 2 years after that. No, excuse me. Yeah, 2 years later. Um, uh, 2025 as of yesterday. Still, finally since November. You know, um, the final season came out November, then December, and stuff like that, right? And so, you know, that's why I ended up having that my crush on my fictional crush on. I mean, my crush on this fictional character started because he scared the crap out of me in yeah in Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios Hollywood. And so what I was gonna reflect on, I watched the scene where Dustin said his made his graduation speech, his valedictorian speech, and I am sorry, had to do a little pause there. Anyways, um, I would like to. I decided to, you know, talk about the speech, part of his speech of Dustin at the graduation ceremony. Um, and in part of the speech that really hit me, and I do relate to it, you know sometimes in my life, is that he the part that gets to me, and the whole speech is beautiful, it's great. um the one that part of the one that really warmed my heart, touched my heart, was when he said that you know he became friends with people he shouldn't have been friends with. And then they panned at Steve, and I will never forget the very first season. The four D&D boys were at Mike's house. Everybody's ready to leave the house, and Dustin was talking smack about Steve at the time, and he was all like, "Hey, like something like, hey, Mike, your sister's dating that d bag, Steve Harrington, and stuff like that." And then look what happened, like a season later or something like that. Um, they become they became one of the not just one of the dynamic duos of Stranger Things, but I say one of the best one. I think so. But also one of the dynamic duos in TV history. You know, Dustin and Steve, and then not just that. I mean, like he became best buds with not just best buds. It's like he's kind of like a father figure. You know what I'm saying? A father figure, a big brother figure, and stuff like that. And not just that, and then especially this last season, we saw the world saw the the new developed friendship that happened officially in last night's um, episode, where Stephen Jonathan finally became friends, and that one, oh yeah, everybody who knows Stranger Things so well knows that those two, it's like their rivalry was intense, horrible, and stuff like that. The typical bully versus, I guess, freak kind of a rivalry going on and stuff like that. And don't even get me started what they did to each other physically and all that stuff and verbally and all that stuff. Don't even get me started. It was that bad of a horrendous rivalry and stuff like that. Then, here they are in the final season. They work with each other in the radio station, stuff like that. And, they're still not getting along, but, you know, at least they're, but anyways, it's just, yeah, it took last night to finally, that, here we go again. Another life and death situation for Steve, and it was very scary. And, yeah, so we almost lost our Steve, you know what I'm saying? And, and then Dustin's being helpless, um, not knowing what to do, and he saw Steve fall on the towers, and then all of a sudden we see a hand on Steve's arm. I don't know who it was. It was Jonathan out of all people, and that's beautiful. I mean, that was beautiful. And Jonathan, told Steve, "Hey, hang on." And so he pulled him. Jonathan pulled Steve up, and man, oops, I screwed my head. I'm just like heartbroken when I saw this is the second time in this final season, and when here we go again, a second time for the final time, Steve nearly lost his life, and the first one, luckily, time Dustin saves his life, and you know how it happened, and then the ladder fell. So many stories. It's and the fact that Steve almost went on that ladder to try to save Nancy and Jonathan. That broke my heart when I saw the ladder. But that's not all. I mean, like, I thought that last night he was definitely gonna be a goner because Steve was so far away. He was probably trying to hang on. Nobody was around him, really close to him, or something like that. I thought he was gonna be a goner. There he is falling. Like, oh my God, we're gonna definitely leave our Steve. And no, it's well, no, Jonathan quickly caught him. Thank God. But I know it's a TV show, but and then so they were like walking around and stuff like that, and they had that heart to heart talk that's everybody's waiting to see happen. And at least yeah, so it Jonathan admitted to Steve, I don't like you, but i I don't want you dead, which is, I love Jonathan for that, because I think I relate to Jonathan because um you know I was bullied, you know and however, if I see somebody, let's say for example, if I see somebody I don't like, who bullied me or whatever, if something happened to them, anything, especially death, I hear about it, I'll feel really bad. And so I definitely saw myself in Jonathan, that he's the type of person, yeah, he may be he was a bully victim before, and but you know what, Jonathan has enough love in his heart to, if anything, not to wish ill on anybody, especially people who treat him like shit. And so, but anyways, uh, that's how I feel. I just want to say it, share this video about why I ended up loving Steve so much, just like anybody else, and you know, uh, and that he's he Dustin's right. He was, at first he was yeah, he's the type of guy who went from a bully, and people hate his guts so much, and if he's something bad happens to him, good, yay, cool. And then now, when all these for so many years, technically, but like he he became a hero, and he became friends with both, not just Dustin, but also Jonathan. And it's just the way that Jonathan and Steve finally made amends and became best buds, was is so beautiful and stuff like that. And yeah. Anyways, I better get going. Stop yakking away. I thought I'd take a chance to, you know, share this, reflect on Steve, who became, who went from the most hated guy in the show to the most loved guy in the show.